Didn't wake me before you left this morning. Did you figure you let sleeping dogs lie?
I don't want to fight with you. Look, you may be able to wash your hands of Alan and all things Spaulding. I can't do that for a lot of reasons. And someone has to look out for our interests, and that pretty much leaves me. So you should know that I've asked Ross to act as our advocate, and he's going to be here in a few minutes to pick me up.
Wait a minute. There's no need for us to fight. Because I'm going to protect my interests. Namely, my children, and you and the baby. So what happens today does affect all of us, and I will be there.
Good. Do you want to drive over together?
Actually, I can't.
Jeez, I'm so glad I caught you. I came over as soon as I got your message.
Thanks. Are you sure you're okay with this?
Of course. Now, you know that I would do anything for you.
Appreciate it. I really appreciate you doing this.
It's fine. I'm ready to testify.
You've asked Beth to testify.
Yeah, she's known Alan, the good and the bad, for a very long time.
Huh.
And I care about what happens to him, just like you do.
Good. That makes three of us. Personally, I find this whole thing painful. Either Alan's going to be declared mentally incompetent or tried for trying to frame me. Although I guess there's justice and all that.
I wonder if Reva would agree with you. After all, she is the one to suffer the most in all of this.
Well, Holly and I have been to hell and back, having been accused of stalking her.
Yes, but the real story came out pretty quickly, and you're certainly fine now. Your name is cleared, you're living with Philip, you're starting to show.
This baby is the reason I need all of this to be over with. It's too much stress for the both of us.
When you were pregnant with James, you were showing when you were this far along, weren't you?
Well, this is very familiar then. Pregnant with Philip's baby, married to another man.
Yeah, well, it was a difficult situation.
And you weren't really a part of that pregnancy, not like you will be with this one.
Well, good morning, ladies. Philip.
Ross.
Olivia, ready to go?
Sure. Shall we all drive over together?
You're coming too?
Of course I'm coming.
Well, actually, Olivia, I thought it'd be better if you and I went separately so I could discuss a few things with you in case the judge asks you to testify. Sorry.
That's all right. It's not. Beth and I will go over in my car.
All
That's
right.
fine. We'll see you there. Okay. You all set?
Okay, yes, let's go. I'll see you in court.
Yes.
Well, if Alan's faking emotional problems, then he's a lot more dangerous than I ever thought he was.
Come to see them put the loony on public display?
Save it for the judge, Alan. You're as sane as anybody in this building.
Of course I am. It's people around me who are sick. People who call themselves my friends, and worse, family who say they care about me. That's insanity.
Alan, I'm so sorry. Hope he wasn't bothering you, but Alan, we have to go inside.
I can find my own way, Alexandra. There's nothing wrong with me that a new family and set of friends wouldn't cure.
Is that what you're going to tell the judge, Alan? That
Alan,
you're fine and you can stand trial?
Really, Alan?
There's one reason that I am here, and one reason only.
Really, what's that?
To make all this go away. And to let them know the truth about Reva.
Hey, back away.
No, it's all right. What are you trying to tell
Really,
me?
this is not the time.
Come on, Alan, talk to me.
I know what they're saying.
Who?
The people, they're saying that I did something to hurt you, but I didn't do that. I wouldn't do that. You've got to believe me.
Sorry I'm late. I was filing papers with the court clerk. How are we today, Mr. Spaulding?
Do I know you?
It's me, Alan, Randall. We need to discuss some things before the hearing begins, if you don't mind.
I must make this go away.
That's what we're here for. It's gonna be easier than I thought.
Don't get cocky. You haven't been paid yet, remember, and I'm the one who's signing the checks now.
I'm not likely to forget that.
Lloyd, are you sure that Mr. Spaulding got his medication this morning? And you say you put it in the orange juice that Nolan fed him. Fine. Well, so far he seems pretty damned level-headed. So, if this stuff doesn't kick off very soon, we're in a big trouble. And
Mr. Spaulding, do you understand the nature of these proceedings?
Your Honor, my client would like to...
I'm perfectly capable of speaking for myself. I understand what's going on here. You see, these people are trying to strip me of everything that is precious to me so that they can divvy up the spoils. Well, don't let them take you in.
Actually, our purpose here is to determine whether or not you're capable of understanding the charges against you and whether you can reasonably participate in your own defense.
To that end, Your Honor, the people would like to submit a psychiatric evaluation of Mr.
I've read
Spaulding.
it, Ms. Wolfe, as well as one distributed by Mr. Randall. Not surprisingly, the two paint very different pictures of Mr. Spaulding.
Assassins.
Mr. Spaulding, please. You will have your chance to speak. But I would like to hear from those closest to you first. Ms. Wolfe, will you proceed?
Out with the knives.
well, I first noticed the change in my brother a few weeks ago. He was distracted. He was disoriented. And he became so volatile, he really couldn't control himself. It was really heartbreaking to watch.
I knew something was wrong when my ex-husband stormed into my bar at my hotel in a rage, and he was very confused. And the next day, he acted as if we were still married, when in fact the divorce papers were signed weeks ago.
I couldn't believe what I was hearing. Alan had gotten it into his head that I was infatuated with him.
What did Mr. Spaulding actually say?
That despite the feelings he knew I had for him, he thought of me as a daughter, and he wouldn't make love to me no matter how much I wanted him to.
Paranoid is really the only word I can think of to describe how suspicious he has become. He blows up, and you know, he's confused. He goes on about how he's lost everything, how I'm trying to drive him insane. He sees enemies everywhere. Maybe that's what Reva was to him. Or I don't know, maybe she was just a means to an end.
How so?
Well, he may have just been trying to strike back at Olivia Spencer for rejecting him.
She didn't reject me. You stole her out of my bed.
Mr. Spaulding.
And he's not paranoia if they're really out to get you, Philip.
Dad, stop it.
You're damn right, I'll stop it. I'm gonna stop it right now. Order! Order! Get your hands off of me. He deserves more.
Excuse me. I was told that I could find Ross Mahler in Judge Hazen's court.
Well, this is it, but forget going in. It's a zoo today, a Spaulding-only circus.
Spaulding only, huh?
Mr. Randall, you will control your client, or I will have him removed from this courtroom.
Godlike voice of Brandon.
Brandon.
Are you happy now? Are you happy? Look at me. Look what you've done to this family.
Mr. Spaulding.
Browbeat us until
Spaulding, I
we
want
did
you to
everything
see that.
your way. Well, it was never enough, though, was it? I was never enough, and I hate you for it. I hate you for making me feel this way.
Your Honor, I think it's painfully clear that my client is incapable.
I am capable of talking and making my own defense.
Mr. Spaulding.
I am capable of talking and making my own defense. And listen to me here. These people, I am surrounded by monsters here. These people want to rip me to pieces. They're the real criminals here. Take my wife, for example. She looks perfectly normal on the outside, but on the inside, she's a harpy. Someone who promises to love and honor till death
must
do us
insist that you
part.
sit down
Then
now.
she runs off with my son the first opportunity she has. And then, my sister dearest, who came back to Springfield to heal the family, and you've done nothing but poison everybody against me, everyone in this... Where did you go? What's happening here? What are you doing to me? What are you trying to do to me? Tell me. Why do you hate me? Why? Why? What have I done?
Under these circumstances, there's only one decision this court can make. And that's the humane one.